I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. So we've got maroon, we've got cobalt violet, and we've got blue grey deep from the Kuretake 48 range. And I've got a medium-sized round brush here, and I thought it'd be quite cute to just put some little oval shapes down on the page. So just randomly putting them wherever I think. This is on Daily Rowney 300 grams cold press watercolour paper, which I've just taped down with some regular tape. It's just a bit of masking tape that decorators use, and yeah, it's quite good to use if you don't want to spend all that money on getting artist tape. That seems to work as long as you heat it up at the end. Don't just peel it off because it will rip your page. You'll be really disappointed and upset. So you can see that the colour's down now, and I've let that dry because what I don't want to happen are the colours to merge. So I'm just layering on top. I've got a lovely flat brush here, and I'm just doing some oval sort of donut shapes on the page. The flat brush is a lovely thing to use if you want to get sort of like a line round. It's really, really nice to use. So I've now got the deep grey, and it's sort of got a bluey tinge to it, I think. And I'm layering over these bigger kind of donuts. Again, I've let the maroon dry because I don't want the colours to merge. I'm just flattening that brush just to get that line nice and thick. Don't worry where you put these circles. You may want to just get the circles down, or you may want to spend a little bit of time thinking, I want them here, I want them there. Either way, it's great, isn't it? You know, you're just having some nice time trying to work out a composition for your art. So I've got some acrylic ink here and a little artist fine brush. And I thought it'd be fun to do these kind of semicircles on the darker paint marks, and I think they really show it really quite well. You can really see the contrasting colour there, so that's the reason I'm putting it on the darker marks. Then getting a load of the acrylic ink onto my brush and then just dabbing some little circles on these marks here. So I just want things to look a little bit different in different areas, just to make it a little bit interesting. I'm being quite careful putting this ink on because what I don't want is for those circles to merge into each other. Sometimes when I rush, I end up with big splodges and then I get a bit upset. So I'm taking my time, making sure that they don't merge into each other. So the circles aren't just the same size, I've sort of varied a bit. So we've got the big splodges in the middle, and then they sort of go out and get smaller as they go outwards. So I've got some gold acrylic ink here, and I'm using the applicator that came with it, and that gives a uniform kind of circular look, and I'm just dabbing that here and there, just wherever I feel really, just going with the flow, adding it near those white bits. I bought these acrylic inks last year and they've been really quite useful. I just bought them from a little arty kind of shop. I'm not sure whether you could get them from your mainstream shops. They're called Essential Acrylic Inks. So let me know if you can get hold of these because they are really great and really fun to use. So it takes a little bit of while for that acrylic ink to dry, but once it has dried, then I've got my gold pen and I am just doing the circles. So I've got a Uniball broad pen here, and I'm just looking where needs a bit of further enhancement, and I think the dark areas always warrant a little bit of brightening up. And then I've got a white broad pen, the Uniball broad pen, circling some of these larger kind of circles here. Very soothing doing this, circling your circles. I just love circles anyway, so circling them makes them even more interesting. So just going around, making sure that they've all got nice little circles. I think I'm just going to circle just the white ones. I'm going to leave the gold ones just as they are. But I thought it'd be nice to grab my gold pen because I love gold and do some lineage in between some of the negative space there. So the maroon like donut shapes, I've put some gold there, and then I've got a squeegee bottle with some purple acrylic paint in, and I thought it'd be nice to do a little swirl. So I have been looking at different artists and I saw this lady that's sewing onto her watercolors. Now, unfortunately, my sewing skills are not that great, so I thought, well, how could I emulate that? And I thought it'd be quite good to do some pencil marks so it looks like stitching onto my page. So I've grabbed this metallic sort of red colour and I'm just doing these little dashes in these semicircle kind of patterns here. I think it looks a little bit like stitching. What do you think? I think when I've done this, I'm gonna add some little black marks so that it looks as though, you know, when you put the needle in and you have that little round dot. So I'm gonna grab my black fine liner pen and I'm going to put those little dots into the edges of those lines. I think that looks kind of cute. I mean, maybe I should have tried a little bit of sewing. Maybe it would have been okay. I mean, these are just simple little stitches, aren't they? So that would be quite interesting to have a go at sewing onto your watercolour. I suppose you'd have to be careful that you didn't draw the stitch through that paper. So maybe you need another piece of paper underneath just to stiffen that up a little bit. But I think this really does look like stitching, so I'm quite happy with this. Again, very relaxing to do, repetitive patterns, you know how it goes, just gets you in that zone. You don't really have to think, you're just following the lines, adding those little black dots. So looking around the page, I'm thinking to myself, well, what else can I do? You know how I like to doodle. What else can have a doodle on it? And there is like a little space on the right hand side. There's sort of a semicircle that I thought looked a bit bland. So yeah, let's put some of this black fine liner on that. I think that's looking good and I'm really happy with how that looks. So then I've grabbed a white Posca pen and just adding some little dots around those semicircles just because I'm having a great time and I want to continue, but I've got to be careful here because I like the way it looks and I feel as though I could go over the top. I usually do, so it's not unusual. So I've heated up the tape. I've managed to stop myself, heated up the tape, and I'm bringing up the picture to the camera for you so you can see all the lovely detail. And it's been really enjoyable to do. I really hope you get to try this. And if you try this, maybe you'll like and subscribe. Maybe you'll leave me a comment. Let me know what colours you use. I always love to hear from you. And it'd be brilliant to hear what you've been up to. Okay then. Well, thanks a lot and see you soon. Bye.